This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. We're here at the Climb in Belfast. Delighted with Joy once again with Josh Cook. We're getting your name right this time.
Seamus is fine as well.
Seamus is fine as well. Did Seamus give you any winding up obviously afterwards for that?
No, he knew it was a compliment as well, so I appreciated it. So now Seamus will do fine. Yeah, he appreciated it as well. Yeah, cut from the same cloth, both idiots. So, so yeah, it's good.
I get away with that one that day. Sometimes you maybe with other people that go, "How dare you?" But you took it as definitely a really good compliment.
I like Seamus, so I'll take that any day. Yeah, Seamus is a good lad.
But who would have thought? Obviously, so soon. Obviously, after your last fight, obviously you're here fighting Dominic Donegan.
Yes.
Obviously in the Gurwood Community Hub.
Yeah.
You're back here again, 2 fights back to back. Have you moved to Belfast by any chance?
To be honest, I was over here about 6 times last year as well, as I said, but I'm happy to come here whenever. I love it here. I love fighting here. The crowds are nice, spot on. So yeah, as soon as Joe said you're back here, I was like, yeah, wonderful, beautiful.
I guess
Sandwiches around the corner.
you couldn't beat it, could you?
No, I was spot on, perfect. So I was like, yeah, good start to the year. Who knows, I might be back again this year. By the looks of it, who knows?
This is it. Obviously, there's plenty of fights around. Obviously, fighters around your sort of weight class. So, so when people see you're here and you're obviously you know the job and the role you have, obviously within boxing, you're here to sort of test people to a certain degree. Obviously, as I was speaking to John there as well, and you're saying like if you go and start knocking people out, you're not going to get any fights. So, you know your role, but. I guess for you, another fight in Belfast, it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere tomorrow night because there's people from all over Ireland here, so you'll be going, what's going on?
Yeah, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Like, you come out to these crowds, let's just say, hostile, they're cheering for their guy. Even here, a few people were like, we hope you lose tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to. But after it, they're all super respectful. Every single boxing event you go to, they're all super respectful. Even the Dominic Donegan fight, like, everyone, all his fans afterwards, all super respectful. No one's holding any grudges, is it? It's just they're supporting their guy, and good. Because I said that to a young man before. I was like, good, you were supposed to be supporting him. You're supposed to want me to lose. Like, your loyalty's in the right place.
You're like the villain. You sort of had to play that sort of villain card, don't you?
The moustache twirling villain. yeah, I'll play that. But that's the game, isn't it? We're here to come and ask some questions of them, and obviously each journeyman has their own specific style and the way they do things that poses a certain question to the prospect, and that's what we're here to do. And John as well, and Seamus, and Steve, whoever you ask, myself, we all know what we're doing and we all enjoy what we're doing, and at the end of the day it's all good. All the fans appreciate us at the end of the day and shake our hand and stuff. There's no animosity, so it's good. Yeah.
You've obviously been busy in the YouTube front. I was sort of talking to you before the weigh-in and stuff as well. You've been sort of putting stuff up on YouTube for some obviously your clients, because you teach obviously people boxing as well. And sometimes they have the role you have in boxing. You have to have a serious IQ because you don't want to be getting sparked out. That keeps you out of work for a month, and the last thing you want to be doing is sitting doing YouTube videos when you should be boxing.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and to do this job on the road, people who do it, who know boxing, know you've got to be a pretty clever fighter, because you're coming up against top kids week in, week out, top guys. Guy I'm fighting this week, 10-0, dangerous knockout in his last fight, brilliant fighter. You're fighting these guys, so you've got to be clever. Your defence has got to be good. You've got to be in shape. And you're going to fight people who are younger, who are going to be fitter, who are going to be a bit faster. So you got to be clever. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to take a bit of damage.
And I guess Owen's a bit smaller than you as well. So you're obviously going to have to watch for potential head clashes and stuff, because cuts are obviously another big factor within your role as well.
Of course, that's one thing that happened with me and Dominic. I felt it, and he got a little nick, and I said to him, I was like, is that all right? Because obviously it's accidental. Like, you don't mean to do it, and these are things you've got to be careful of. I was saying to my students, like, you got to train to avoid elbows, headbutts. Your opponent never does them on purpose. In my experience, anyway, I've never had anyone do it on purpose. But yeah, you don't want to get your suspension, and you don't want to get cut. So you've got to be aware of all these things, and Owen's a dangerous guy, and you've got to prepare for potential mistakes as well as the damage he's actually trying to cause with his shots, So yeah.
Did you watch his fight obviously with Owen Duffy last time out?
Live, I was there, wasn't I? So I finished with Dom, had a chat with him, was chatting to Paddy who was doing the commentating, and then I watched it like that. That was a hell of a fight. Did it win All Irish Fight of the Year?
Yeah, it won domestic fight of the year.
I'm not surprised. It was a hell of a fight. So I watched that live. So yeah, brilliant fight, brilliant atmosphere. The atmosphere in that fight was crazy. The crowd and stuff. yeah, that was brilliant fight to be there for live as well. So yeah.
You know what they expect, obviously, of Owen's crowd then as well, because Owen's crowd, obviously, they're all football fans, all Cliftonville fans. They all come to sing and shout. The last time you're probably joining in with them, whereas you're going to be in the ring this time, you're maybe going to have to do a bit of entertainment for them, sort of dancing and showing off.
That's the show, isn't it? That's the show. I'm there for a certain role, and I'm happy to fill those shoes. So yeah, it'll be good to be on that side of it. You know what I mean? On the inside of it. Obviously, it's nice sometimes to be a spectator and go, "Thank God those punches aren't coming at me." But now it's my turn, and yeah, it'll be good.
Definitely. Well, listen, obviously enjoy tomorrow night. Obviously, I was sort of saying to you there, you know, you don't know when your next going to be back. There's a lot of shows coming up in Ireland, obviously, over the next few months as well. You never know, you could end up in Katie Taylor's card, you could end up in Michael Collins' card. The opportunities are endless there for you. You know, when you're an entertainer like you are, you're always, and your phone's always on, you're always going to get opportunities.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully that's the case. Like I think you said this last time. Like, you know, whatever shows present themselves, you got to stay ready, keep in the gym, stay safe. Obviously, potentially avoid suspensions, and when those opportunities come, you're ready. So, who knows what the next year will hold? First one of the year, and hopefully, it's good momentum going forward.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Josh, and enjoy tomorrow night.
All good, right? It's a pleasure. See you in a bit.